Very good afternoon. You're watching India Today with me, Nabila Jamal. On this special, we give you a small insight into the Ayush Ministry's proposal to the ICMR. Coronavirus has indeed become a global emergency, and with no concrete cure found as of now in allopathy, the world is looking towards alternative science. India being the hub of medicinal herbs, the Ayush Ministry is now contemplating on trying alternative medicines on COVID-19 patients. Here's more on what the Ayush Ministry had to say. India has thrived in alternative science for generations. Millions believe in the natural form of therapy, which promises to offer painless treatment. While the world scrambles for cure to COVID-19, the Ayush Ministry raises hope within our own. In wake of COVID-19 outbreak, the government has set up a task force for scientific validation of traditional medicinal formulas through India's apex medical research body ICMR.
आज भी लोग पेशेंट एलोपैथी हॉस्पिटल में नहीं जाते कि आयुर्वेदा का बाकी सभी पैथी का उपयोग करके घर में ही ठीक हो जाते हैं। ये हमारी परंपरा है। प्रपोजल हमारे पास आए हैं, उसके स्क्रीनिंग करके कम से कम बहुत से फॉर्मूले वहाँ आईसीएमआर के पास जाएंगे। इसका साइंटिफिक वैलिडेशन करके ये हम इस कोरोना वायरस के ऊपर यूज़ करने के लिए निश्चित तौर से जल्दी दे देंगे।
In January itself, the Ayush Ministry had issued an advisory for prevention of COVID-19 using homeopathy and symptomatic management using Unani. Due to criticism, Ayush practitioners were not allowed to conduct trials on COVID patients.
Strongest critics of homeopathy agree to one thing, that homeopathic medicines do not have any downside or any side effects which are negative. So without the permission of ICMR, we cannot access these patients. We cannot conduct what is called a double-blind random trial, where half the people are given the homeopathy, half are given nothing. They are given placebo. And if the first half recovers remarkably better than the second, then we have a scientific basis to say this works.
Now, with growing appeals to conduct trials to identify effectiveness of Ayush medicines, Prime Minister Modi has called for research on the same. Bureau Report, India Today. Well, the Ayush Ministry is looking quite hopeful. I did speak earlier with Shripad Nayak, who is the Ministry of State for Ayush. Let's take a listen to what he said. Mr. Shripad, how far has Ayush gone in bridging the gap between alternative science and conventional medicine here?
आज आप देखते हैं कि कोरोना वायरस आ गया, लेकिन हमारे पास एलोपैथी वो या बाकी कोई पैथी हो, उसके पास मेडिसिन तो नहीं था, वैक्सीन भी नहीं आया आज तक।
बिल्कुल,
तो जो कुछ हमारे प्रिवेंटिव मेजर हमने पिछले वायरस में यूज किए थे,
कोई रिसर्च नहीं हुआ है श्रीपद जी, तो आप कैसे साबित करोगे?
या अभी तो हो रहा है, इसलिए तो टास्क फोर्स बनाया है। आज तक हमारे पास है, लेकिन आज जो सब मांगते हैं कि साइंटिफिकली वैलिडेटेड मांगते हैं, हमारे तो वैलिडेटेड हजारों सालों से हुआ था, लेकिन जो जिस तरह का साइंटिफिक वैलिडेटेड जो चाहिए वो हम करने में, हमने इस 4-5 साल में बहुत से मेडिसिन हमने साइंटिफिक वैलिडेशन किया हुआ है, बहुत पेटेंट किए हुए भी है। और अभी जो कोरोना वायरस नया है ना, तो पिछले एक्सपीरियंस के ऊपर जिस वायरस में जिस मेडिसिन का हमने उपयोग, इबोला हो, एन्सेफेलाइटिस हो, डेंगू हो, इसके ऊपर जो किया था वही मेडिसिन जो है, जो इम्यूनिटी को बूस्ट करे और रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम को सपोर्ट दे, यही मेडिसिन एडवाइजरी में हमने प्रिवेंशन में दिया हुआ था।
हाँ, गवर्नमेंट ने अभी क्या बोला है? गवर्नमेंट आपको मौका देगा, ट्रायल करने के लिए मौका देगा सरकार?
जी, ये तो टास्क फोर्स में स्क्रूटनी करके ये फॉर्मूले अभी आईसीएमआर बाकी जो संस्था कमिटी है साइंटिफिक वैलिडेशन करने की, उसके पास गए हुए है, उसका अभी काम चालू है। और मुझे लगता है कई दिनों में ये फॉर्मूले जो है ये मेडिसिन के रूप में, आयुष के सभी पैथी के फॉर्मूले के रूप में, मेडिसिन के रूप में वो बाहर आ जाएंगे।
हाउ फार हैव यू कम टू फाइंड अ क्योर फॉर कोविड-19 इन अल्टरनेटिव साइंस?
मैडम, या जिस तरह से मैडम काम चल रहा है, ये सभी स्क्रूटनी करके अभी जो साइंटिफिक टीम के पास गए हुए हैं सभी फॉर्मूले, और मुझे लगता है कि चंद दिनों में वो फॉर्मूले बाहर आ जाएंगे। और हमने भी अभी एक ट्रायल हमारी शुरू है कम से कम 40 लाख लोगों ने हमारे जो आयुर्वेद का जो प्रोटोकॉल गया था वो तो लोगों ने यूज किया। तो वहाँ एक कमेटी बिठाई हमने, ये 40 लाख लोगों के लिए किस तरह से उपयोग होगा उसका एक रिपोर्ट हम तैयार कर रहे हैं। और जो क्वारंटाइन हुए लोग हैं उसके लिए भी हमारा ये जो प्रोटोकॉल गया था वो भी हम स्टडी कर रहे हैं, उसके रिजल्ट भी हम अलग तरीके से आपके सामने पेश करेंगे। तो इसी तरह से काम दोनों साइड में चल रहा है और मुझे लगता है निश्चित तौर से हमें उसमें कामयाब होंगे।
Well, you heard that. The Ayush Ministry all set to hand a proposal to the ICMR. They're going to try and research into scientific solutions with regards to our traditional medicines. It's important now more than ever that when the world is now scrambling to find a cure for coronavirus or fight against it, here is alternative science offering a lot more than we could imagine. Well, a cure has not been found, but there are ways that we can explore it, is what practitioners have come up with. Dr. Isaac Mathai, Medical Director, Saukhya, joining us for more on this. We also have Rajiv Bajaj, who's the MD of Bajaj Auto, who's also been an avid follower of homeopathy for close to 2 decades. We also have Leena Chaudhary, who is a researcher in analytical psychology. She is a patient who has recovered from homeopathy. She has had respiratory problems. All in all, not a COVID patient, but she's had respiratory problems. She's going to give her account of how she passed through this with homeopathy. We also have joining us Pune Commissioner of Police, Venkatesham, to tell us a little more on why he administered or he gave homeopathy pills to his entire police force to fight this COVID-19 war. Let's take a quick listen from Mr. Venkatesh. Actually, before we go to the police commissioner there, right, he's patched. Mr. Venkatesh joining us. Mr. Venkatesh, I'll start off with you. If you could give us your reason for why you have given homeopathy pills to your police force. And you say it proudly that none of your police officers have fallen ill.
So there are two reasons for this. One is, as child, I have grown trusting Bajaj. As a child, I grew trusting Bajaj, and I trust Rajiv, and Rajiv trusts homeopathy. Right. So he offered this medicine for all of our officers. Then I checked with my two of my staff officers are homeopathy doctors basically. So they also endorsed. Then I said we have to go ahead, and we offered to all the staff in Pune Police Commissionerate, and telling them that the 4 tablets twice a day for 2 days, and let's have it. There are no side effects, and definitely it will be useful because as we trust Rajiv.
Right. We know that you trust Rajiv, but beyond that, is there any significance that you attach with homeopathy as such, Dr. Venkatesham?
Significance, I told you, my staff officer endorsed, and my father-in-law was a homeopathy doctor. So we have traditionally believed in homeopathy, though my family members are allopathic doctors. So and so far there is no problem, and not a single incident in the Pune as of now.
All right. So you administered these tablets to your police force. They very willingly took it. What's been their response on this?
Their response has been positive. They are very happy because from the day one, we were explaining them various preventive measures one has to take with regard to social distancing, personal hygiene measures, and sanitation measures.
Excellent. We're going to come back to you. Let's quickly ask Dr. Isaac Mathai on the reasons to why homeopathy is believed to prevent COVID-19. This is a belief. It's now under research. A task force has been formed. The Prime Minister has given a go-ahead. And we do know that how homeopathy courts deep popularity in India altogether. Millions of them believe in its effects, so much so that people consume it even without doctor's guidance. And at least 10% of people across of the country rely on homeopathy. Dr. Isaac, we know Kerala, Goa already spearheading the process in the country here. The world is keen to know the benefits of homeopathy. We hear that you've also given Prince Charles something very interesting that helped him recover of COVID-19. But we'd like to take your word on that, because after Prince Charles has had homeopathy pills. There's a lot of buzz about how homeopathy may be the way out.
Thank you. Actually, homeopathic medicines are effective in viral conditions and bacterial conditions for more than 100 years. We have evidences for that. So that we can use it, because all the flus and different kind of flus always use homeopathy medicine to boost immune system, so that the patient either won't get it, or in case if they get it, it will be a very mild. So it was used for hundreds of years. But anyway, for the last 40, 50 years, if you look at it in my own practice, we have given for thousands of people in flu situations and flu epidemic. In that time, we got very good results. And homeopathy have a methodology of analyzing the symptomatology of even a new flu like COVID and identify certain number of medicines which can be used as a immune boosting medicine, so that the people who won't get it is experimented around the world at the moment. And if they get it, there also we could use different medicines, so the recovery will be faster.
Right. Since you're speaking about people across the globe, we know that you have many across the world who come to you for guidance with regards to alternative medicine. Prince Charles, is it? You did meet with him. Is it true that you gave him some homeopathy pills as well, Dr. Mathai?
You know, individual patients is very difficult for me to say comments, personally, including you, if you are taking medicine, I don't know that anybody else. But around the world, of course, yes, I have distributed and given personally. Last time I was in London, I was doing a lot of my patients personally medicine, and American patients, I give them the name of the medicine. They are taking that. So India, thousands to our clinic were given. So this medicine is very effective as of now. I can see.
Speaking of people across the globe, Dr. Mathai, and since this talk about Prince Charles came about, the world is abuzz and curiosity is only building to know more. We hear that stock of homeopathy medicines across the globe, particularly the UK and the US, is sold out. Is that true?
Yeah, some of the places, for example, yesterday, day before, I'm advising some of them to get 1 or 2 medicines. They said that is out of stock. They have to wait for 3 to 5 days to get a stock back into the hand.
Okay.
So it is in great demand. And interestingly, there is one medicine in America or in Europe. There is a French company making a medicine for flu that goes about $5 billion turnover around the world. And that is used widely all over, not about COVID, generally about flu. So homeopathy medicines are very, very popular. 45% of the French population use homeopathy medicines. 60% of the Swiss population use it. But India is the most important country for homeopathy, because the largest number of homeopathy doctors, qualified doctors, and millions of people are taking homeopathic medicine every day. Yeah. And it is effective in so many acute and chronic conditions.
Right. Let me quickly go over to Rajiv Bajaj, who's been an avid follower of homeopathy for over 2 decades. Mr. Bajaj, you've advocated for homeopathy all your life, most of your life. We do know that it claims to treat diseases for which allopathy also, or Western medicines, do not really offer a cure. Starting from diabetes to PCOS, the belief is quite strong and ingrained, yet the government is thinking twice on whether or not to conduct trials on COVID-19 patients. Your take on that?
The father of Hahnemann said that it is the life force that cures, for a dead man needs no more medicine. What he meant is that if medicine were to keep us alive and well, people would not die, especially the rich would never die. It is one's inherent vitality or immunity, known as life force in homeopathy, that is responsible for the well-being of our physical body. Now, it is well known that allopathy is palliative or suppressive, but not really curative, especially when it comes to autoimmune diseases that you mentioned, or the kind that you mentioned. So, there is no doubt that Ayurveda or homeopathy have a better chance of helping one to bolster one's immunity to deal with such issues. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the impression. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on, please.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the impression, for whatever reason, is that one has to aggressively attack, i.e., suppress such epidemics only with allopathy. Now, even if that were the case, best estimates suggest that the earliest vaccine with regard to the coronavirus is at least a year away. So in the meantime, we have to do what is doable. We have to be practical. And in that context, when homeopathy has proven successful with the Spanish flu, with the Cuban epidemic, with the swine flu in India, and even now, I have no locus standi to be here except to add value on behalf of the world-renowned homeopath Dr. Rajan Sankaran of Mumbai, who has in this current epidemic cured about 60, 70 corona patients from Iran in the Middle East to Nepal in Asia to France and Romania in Europe. And we have also given, as you heard Dr. Venkateshan say, we have also given this as a preventive, the homeopathic remedy Camphor 1M, to close to 300,000 people in Pune and around Pune.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful to Dr. Venkateshan for helping us do this. So now we are not going by any hypothesis or blind faith. We are going by actual results of people who have gotten better, people at the front line, such as the Pune police, who are doing well.
Right.
And hence our suggestion.
Let me go over to our Pune Police Commissioner, Mr. Venkateshan. Dr. Venkateshan, you've given out these tablets to your frontline warriors. Have you got feedback from them? If you can tell us what's been the feedback coming in from these officers?
Feedback is they are very happy that they are being looked after, they are taken care of. It shows the concern of administration too. And as Rajiv said, it definitely they have faith. It has come from headquarters and they have used it.
Well, is it so that you believed in it and so is your force, and have any reports of anyone falling sick come to you? We hear that you have a 100% success rate in ensuring that their immunity has been built to fight this war.
So far, yes.
Would you recommend it to a larger population, Dr. Venkateshan?
Definitely for the same reasons, because as on today there is no allopathic medicine in the field. As on today, trials are only going on and vaccine is much longer, and meanwhile proven thing has to be adopted, and that too without any side effects. I think it is a better choice one can give a try.
Right. Dr. Venkateshan, thank you very much. Let me quickly go over to Dr. Mathai. Dr. Mathai, here we do know that homeopathy has not been completely explored. There hasn't been too much research into homeopathy altogether. It's banned in Australia. How are you really planning to convince the ICMR to conduct trials and go in to administer COVID-19 patients?
Fortunately, our Honorable Prime Minister is very supportive for the Ayush systems of medicine and in homeopathy. And he has already constituted a committee, task force. And that task force at the moment is looking at the different kinds of medicines from Ayurveda to homeopathy and Siddha Unani. So we believe that I am a member of the 3-member committee under the leadership of Dr. Anil Khurana of the Central Council of Research in Homeopathy. And we have identified certain number of medicines in consultation with the other senior experienced doctors and institutions. And that recommendation will be coming out within a week time. So once this comes out, every state government can implement that not only for immune boosting, even positive cases, we could be able to give that medicine.
Doctor, if you could tell us, we understand that there's a lot of treatment that was done during SARS, also H1N1. How did you really treat patients on those lines with respiratory problems in the past, and what was the success rate?
Yeah, interestingly, at the moment we have only given immune boosting medicines, and I haven't seen among the thousands of people, anybody is positive. Or in case, okay, let's say that patients, those who never took any homeopathic medicine, they are positive cases. We take a total symptomatology in homeopathy, we call it as a totality of the symptoms. And based on that, different medicines can be given. We don't need to invent a new medicine, existing medicine used for flu and other conditions depending on the symptoms, we can introduce that medicine. That's the same thing I'm doing with the patients around the world, and they are showing positive response.
Absolutely.
Let's
quickly go over to Rajiv Bajaj. Rajiv, you spoke about a lockdown not being a real solution, but alternative science being more of a solution here. Could you elaborate on that on a quick word? Do you believe in the lockdown?
Well, I believe in developing immunity, and as I was saying earlier, if medicinal immunity is some time away because we don't have a vaccine and we cannot or we do not want to try other sources like Ayurveda or homeopathy, then what alternative do we have but to develop herd immunity? And starting with the young and the robust population, that is, let's say, between the age of 20 and 60. Because let's face it, the reality is that even after 100 years, the common flu still comes every year and kills 600,000 people across the globe. So to say that to be shut down or locked down for 6 weeks, we are going to therefore get rid of this problem largely, if not completely, I think is too naive. Even if we are locked down now for 2 months and then gradually open up before we can, catch our breath and get into our stride, the virus will be back for sure in one form or another, if not this year, next year. What are we going to do then? Lock down twice a year for the rest of our lives? I don't think that's a viable option.
Here you're appealing for testing to be done, for meaning to check if you can administer your medicine to COVID-19 patients. What's been the response so far by the government?
Well, I think we are close. I would like to believe so. I can share with you that this morning I had a short conversation with Secretary Ayush Dr. Kotecha, who is working very hard behind the scenes to help us all get approval, because I think between doing nothing and trying to do everything at one time, there is a middle path we must follow, which is to run an experiment with 1, 2 or 3 hospitals to prove through a double-blind random trial that homeopathy or any such alternative therapy can in fact be very, very effective.
I'm going to quickly go over to Dr. Isaac. I'm going to wrap with you, Dr. Isaac. Your word on a last appeal that you would want to make to the government with relation to allowing you to try homeopathy on COVID patients.
I completely agree with Mr. Bajaj, that this is the way forward. ICMR should work together with Homeopathic Medical Research Institution and other AIIMS medical research institutions, including yoga, breathing, so many areas. So about homeopathy, when you treat maybe 10, 20, 30 patients to see that the result is happening, that will be encouraging because we are not doing any harm. So government should put a plan. That is what I am thinking that government is going to do, that introduce this to positive cases so that they will have a positive response, then further into identify the medicine so extensively we can give it. So it will be a cost-effective as well as without side effects, and India's contribution to the world. So the government will, I hope and pray that go forward.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let's hope your voices and your words echo with the government here. We do know that China has also used their traditional Chinese medicines extensively. A whole traditional medicinal hospital itself for COVID patients was set up during this crisis for them. Let's hope India goes the same way and explore what we have native to our own. Thank you very much for watching us. Thank you for joining us.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.